Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I don't know why I just did that little clap. I don't know what that was about, but welcome back. It's your girl Magic Mermaid, and we're about to get into the Taurus November 2022 tarot reading for all my Taurus sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, before I get started, you guys, please make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Magic Mermaid and follow me on Twitter at Magic Mermaid 777. If you want to book a personal or leave a tip with me, you can find that information in the description box down below. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to jump right in and we're going to see what's going on with Taurus in the month of November. Okay, what do we have going on? What's happening for Taurus in the month of November? Okay, we have Page of Pentacles. Okay, manifesting money. Okay, laying down the groundwork for some of your visions, some of your goals. You know, these could be entrepreneurial endeavors. You're really coming into the month focused on money, as always, Taurus. You have the Magician card, okay? So you're really focused on creating this vision, creating some wealth here. You're focused on creating Queen of Cups. So you come into the month focused on money, and then you start to focus a little bit on love, okay, with that Queen of Cups. You could be having a water sign person around you, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person, also a Gemini or a Virgo person, or a Capricorn. So let's just keep it going. I'm waiting for the floodgates to open. Okay, so it's very like, I feel like you're very much in your habit. You're in your habitat. You're a creature of habit. You're very much in that mode of like what you're usually in, which is focused on money, you know, and a little with a splash of love. There's never like so much love going on for Taurus, I feel like. But this month you do start to focus on the potential of a love relationship. I feel like this is a mode of you, Taurus, figuring out that you've been so focused on the things that you're trying to manifest and the things that you're trying to create and your money and your career, that you have maybe been neglecting your love life. And so I feel like you're starting to realize that a little bit. As you get like super laser focused on your money, then you start to realize that like, well, who do you have around you to share it with? Who do you have to talk to about it with? Who do you have to, like, you know, lay down at night and feel safe with? And you're starting to see that you're missing out when it comes to those things. And so I think you do start to consider like potential love people in your life, and you're like, I feel like just very much so, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like deliberating. Like you're deliberating. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling like, okay, Five of Wands, there's some conflict here, but also this is about competition. So I feel like in love, you have a couple people who are competing for your attention. Okay, or maybe you're trying to break down walls with somebody who you are interested in romantically, and you're trying to get them to see that you are taking an interest in them. And I feel like the middle of November, you might be having a little bit of a hard time of getting them to understand that or getting them to see that. But I don't see you backing down. I do feel like you have super interest in somebody, and yeah, Nine of Swords. So, and this is somebody that, when I pull out this card, whoever the first person is that you think of that like you have been thinking about them a lot, or you feel like you can't stop thinking about them, or like this person is constantly on your mind, or this person randomly pops up into your mind, whoever that person is, that's who the reading is talking about. And so there's more of that this month with, you know, you trying to, I feel like you're a little bit trying to show your love. You're trying to prove your love. Maybe you've neglected this person or this situation in the past, and I feel like they're not making it easy for you either. They're like not going to give you You know, maybe they're not giving you all the attention that they usually would give you, okay? Or it could be the other way around, like someone is trying to get your attention and you're not giving them the attention that you usually would give them, because I feel like there was a situation in the past where, you know, one of you were giving all the attention and it wasn't being reciprocated or it wasn't being acknowledged. And so now there's a little bit of a conflict here. There's a little bit of competition. There's a little bit of resistance here in this situation. And then you have Temperance. So this is peace, joy, harmony, but this is also a need for balance. So I feel like you're trying to balance your energies as far as this situation goes. You're trying to regain your balance by the end of the month, because I feel like this situation does start to take a toll on you, to where it's like you're constantly thinking about it. You can't stop thinking about it. You might even be getting into those modes of like, well, who is this person talking to if they're not talking to me? Who is this person dealing with if they're not dealing with me? Like, what is going on? Like, why is this person being so hard on me now, when in the past it's always been so easy? It's always flowed so easily. So let's go ahead and clarify these so we can get deeper into your reading. Clarifier for the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like coming into the month, you're, like I said, you're focused on money and your career and stuff, but then like you feel the need to switch gears. Like, I feel like you're like, hold on, like I'm always so focused on money. Like, I'll always be focused on money. So, you know, maybe I do need to shift my focus into a space where I'm not usually paying attention, where I'm usually a little bit more, you know. And I feel like some of that energy also is you just, you're actually trying to manifest a new beginning with this person. You're trying to manifest a door opening. You're trying to manifest, you know, getting back on the good foot with this person. Clarifier for the Page of Pentacles. You could also be dealing with competition in business this month. Whereas to maybe you need to bid on something, like maybe there's a product that you need and you're trying to bid on it, and it's like it has a lot of potential buyers, but you really need this product to, you know, lay the next steps in creating your business or getting your business off the ground, or in your career. Maybe there's something that you need to invest in, but it could be a little bit on the pricey side, and you're trying to figure out if that's something that you should be investing in, or, you know, if you should take a risk in putting down a large investment on something. Clarifier for the Page of Pentacles, please. Ciao. Clarifier for the Page of Pentacles. But I do feel like you're switching your focus from money to relationships this month. And this could also be family relationships. So I'm going to take these cards. You got two cards. You got the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. This is clarifying the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all about manifesting. It's all about putting forth your best work, so that you can get recognized for something, for an increase or for an improval or a promotion of some kind. So with the Eight of Cups and the Hangman, this is like you want to follow your heart, but you've been feeling stuck. Like, you've been wanting to follow your heart, but for some reason things were just not in a space for you to do so. You, at least from your perspective, you know, you feel like you were stuck in a place where you're trying to figure out the best route and, you know, how things could personally work out for you. Okay, clarifier for the Magician card. I also feel like, just because it's a little bit hard to like dig into your energy right now, I do feel like you have your walls up around you when it pertains to like anybody else outside of you. So this could be in your work life, in your family life, in your love life. You really have your walls up, and I'm just hearing that there's a need to like let your guard down a little bit. Like, you're so guarded right now in the month of November, Taurus. So there's a need to like let your guard down, or maybe let your ego down, because I feel like your wall is basically your ego, and it's like you're having it up around everybody, And so it's kind of, and this is me just channeling right now, so it's like blocking, you know, like a full flow of abundance that's trying to come in. It's like a dam. So you know, like when there's a dam, like only a little bit of water can flow through, and it's like you need to break the dam open so that everything that's trying to reach you can come through. So there's a need to let your guard down, let your ego down. Clarifier for the Magician card. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, so you're trying to manifest a relationship, or you're trying to manifest some reciprocity. You want to manifest a reciprocal situation. So this could be with your finances. You're trying to manifest a reciprocal situation where there's equal give and take, where the same things that you want to give to the situation wants to give back to you. And so that's what you're starting to shift your focus on in the month of November. Clarifier for the Queen of Cups. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is you working towards something. It's like you're trying to work. If it's clarifying the Queen of Cups, it's a lot of like, it's a wall. Like there's a wall here. There's a wall. There's an energetic wall where it's like, maybe I can see through the wall, but I can't necessarily like touch through the wall because there's a wall, obviously. But Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Queen of Cups is like, your energy is very tense. Like I can feel it. Your energy is very tense. Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups is like you're trying to work on your love life. Like definitely, like you're focusing on mastering yourself so that you can be in a good position to be in a relationship with someone. It's like you want to offer someone love. You're working on following your intuition. You're working on being more emotionally free. Like I said, letting your guard down. So that's what you're trying to work on. You're working on letting your guard down. I feel like there's a situation where like when someone, like you're doing good with someone, and then when someone starts to finally get close to you, then it's like you either push them away, you press the stop button, you put your wall up so they can't get too close. It's like you'll let them get like this close. But as far as like in your body, in your chest, as soon as it's about to get to that point, you put your wall up. So I feel like that's something that you're working on right now, is trying to be more emotionally in tune with yourself and emotionally in tune with others. Clarifier for the Five of Wands. Okay. So you have the Hierophant clarifying the Five of Wands. So there is some competition or some conflict within a commitment that you have. So relationships. Taurus, you could be dealing with more than one person. I feel like you could be having conflict of choosing like what you're going to commit to. You know, there's like, I feel like you feel like you have really good options around you. And I feel like also you get into a crossroads where you know you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to steer your energy in one prime direction. And it's coming to that point. And in this month of November, you're feeling very conflicted about it. You're feeling very, very conflicted about it. It's like you don't know what to do. So you could be deciding between jobs. You could be deciding between lovers. You could be deciding on, you know, like where you're going to live. All that good stuff. Clarifier for the Nine of Swords. We're breaking down the wall slowly but surely. As we move through November, slowly but surely, we're breaking down these walls. Okay, clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Yes, and then you have the Eight of Swords. It's just ridiculous. No shade, no shade. It's just saying you're really like going crazy mentally because you're still feeling stuck. You're still feeling blocked. You still feel like you're in a situation that you can't necessarily get out of. But it's really like, also Eight of Swords is like self-victimization. Like the way that you're perceiving yourself is like, oh, I can't move forward because of this. Oh, I can't do this because of this. Like you're blaming like your circumstances or your failure to make decisive moves on your environment or people or things outside of you, when it's like, this is your life, you created it, but it's like you still are just like it's like you're stuck, like it's like you're paralyzed. That's the word I want to use. You're paralyzed, and a lot of it is fear. Okay? And then justice, which is another card about balance. It's also about truth, fairness, equality. So you have two cards about balance, one clarifying the other. So you do figure out a way to bring this situation into balance by the end of November. But I do feel like you're going to go through a little bit of a tough period towards the end of the month. This month is definitely about you being decisive in choosing a path. Choosing like what it is you're going to commit to, what it is you're going to do. Because I feel like maybe you have your hand in a lot of pots right now. And so you're trying to figure out, it's really getting to a point where I feel like you're getting pushed up against a wall. And that's how you're feeling this month. You're feeling very much so pushed up against a wall. And so you're just like, I know that I have to make a decision. I know that I have to make a decision. What decision am I going to make? What decision am I going to make? And you start to go a little stir crazy up in your head. And then towards the end of the month, I feel like you do make a decision that ultimately brings your life back into balance. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I don't know. I'm just feeling like don't open any doors that you're not willing to walk through, Taurus. That's the best advice that I can give you just intuitively. Don't open any doors that you're not willing to walk through. And that really, I think, is what happens, is that you open a door in the month of November, but then you're just still not willing to walk through it. And that's what takes you on that stir crazy path. So we're going to get advice for you. This reading, I want to say, was like tough, challenging for me to dig into. Like I still am not fully in it because it's tense. Your energy is tense. Your guard is up. Your ego is up. And it's like, if you can just reflect and say, well, in what ways can I let my guard down? In what ways can I not be an ego? Like, okay, because it's counterproductive to where you're trying to get to. I feel like you know where you're trying to get to. You just don't know who's coming with you. And so, I don't know. That's just something, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like you have your hand in a lot of pots. So, what's the advice for Taurus in the month of November? What's the advice for Taurus in the month of November? Okay. 9 of Swords. Make a decision. It's like, oh my gosh. 9 of Swords with the 8 of Cups, which is following your heart, following your true path, leaving something behind, walking towards your true path and your true destiny. I feel like it's saying stop overthinking it and follow your heart, follow your intuition. And that's what's blocking you. That's that dam that we were talking about. It's like the universe is trying to send you messages and signals and things, but it's like you have your guard up, you're closed off, your ego's up. So it's like you can't receive what's trying to be sent to you. You can't, and it's like you got to get into the receiving mode. It's telling you to stop overthinking it and just follow your heart. I feel like it's telling you that stop trying to rely on logic and stop trying to rely on thinking and your intelligence. You need to tune into your heart space to tell you where it is that you need to go. And it's like quiet the voices in your head and really just listen to your heart. 7 of Wands. Protect what's yours. Protect what's yours. This is very clear right here. See, the advice from Spirit is clear, but the messages from Taurus was not. Okay? Oh, look at that. Look at that full circle revelation. Okay? Clarifier for the 9 of Swords. Yeah, don't overthink it. Follow your heart, listen to your intuition, and protect what's yours. Very simple. Clarifier for the 9 of Wands. Your reading was very like simple and straight to the point. You know, the Queen of Swords, she's all about boundaries. She's all about putting up necessary boundaries. She's very intelligent. She's very clever. She's also a businesswoman, and she handles matters as should be. This could also be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius person that you cannot stop thinking about, okay? But this is also just a sense of clarity. It's like, don't overthink it. Like, put your boundaries up and get straight to the point. Like, stop trying to incorporate all these other non-motherfucking factors that don't even actually matter that much, because you're confusing yourself. Clarifier for the 8 of Cups. You're making things more complicated than it has to be, Taurus, is what I'm hearing. Clarifier for the 8 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Follow your heart. You know that it's time for change. Follow your destiny. Walk your destined path. The Wheel of Fortune is all about destiny. Destined events. Things turning in your favor. Good luck. Fortune. So it's telling you, like, 8 of Cups is like following your true path. Follow your heart to your true purpose. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about change and destiny. And it's like, follow your destined path, because it's like, it's destined. You can still miss destined paths now. If you refuse and if you resist so much, then you will miss a window. The universe puts these certain windows in certain, what do I want to say, pockets or phases of our lives. We have these windows, and we're supposed to take them. A lot of the energy is there supporting us to take those windows, but if we resist, we can definitely miss them, even if it's destined. Clarifier for the 7 of Wands. Clarifier for the 7 of Wands. Okay, and you have 6 of Wands, achievement, recognition, okay, being recognized for accomplishing something. So it's telling you there's something here that you're supposed to accomplish, and you need to defend this accomplishment. You need to defend what is rightfully yours. What is rightfully yours? You need to defend it. You need to not let other people get their hands on it. You need to not let other people take your spot. You need to not just sit down and let life happen to you. Like, that's not what you should be doing. You should be fighting for what's yours. You should be fighting for the recognition. You should be fighting for the winning streak. You should be fighting for this winning opportunity. You should be protecting it. Protect it as if it's your property. So, let's get the final messages for Taurus. Final messages for Taurus, please. What are the final messages for Taurus? We have grace. Almost every sign got this card. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. Give yourself grace, Taurus. I feel like that message is saying, like, you're being really hard on yourself about, like, the role that you play in other people's lives. I feel like you have to, you know, you have to please and appease everyone's agenda and everyone's role that they play in your life. But honestly, that's not your job, Taurus. You have to really, like, choose what you want. This is your story. This is your movie. You know, this is not a time to continue to put other people's needs and wants in front of yours. And it's like, what do you really want? What do you really want? And it's like, can you honor that? Can you give yourself grace of what you really want? You're only human. What you want is okay. Like, literally, it's okay. It's fine. Like, stop beating yourself up about wanting what you want. It's okay to want what you want. It's a desire for a reason. It's a desire for a reason. And it's okay. You know? So, what are the final messages for Taurus, please? Final messages for Taurus. Final messages for Taurus. I'm sorry, guys. The cards are just not wanting to pop out. Ooh. You ever heard my singing voice? That sounds good. I feel like I could have been a singer. Like, what are the final messages for Taurus, please? If we don't get a message, I'm going to cut the cards. Alright, last shuffle. What are the final messages for Taurus? So, we got 4 cards because this card wanted to come out as well. So, you got romance. So, it's definitely very love focused for you, Taurus, this month. Okay, romance. It is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. You do have some romance coming in for you. But you have to defend your spot. Okay, organization. Purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. There's a need for you to get organized. There's a need for you to figure out where everybody stands with you in your life and like put them in a box and don't cross the lines. It's like you belong here, you're an acquaintance, you're a friend, you're my lover, you're my number 2, you're my teacher, you're my mentor. Everybody has to go in their respective places. In their respective places is what I mean to say. And your final card is safe home. I cast this circle roundabout. Safety is now beyond doubt. I feel like whoever this person is, like, you know that this is that's your safety. That's your safe space. You know that that's the most positive space for you to be in. I cast this circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. It's a doorbell. It's like, honey, I'm home. It's that type of energy. Who is this person that is like feels like home to you? Like you feel really safe with them. You feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. Like I feel safe here. I feel secure. Like I feel loved. I feel nurtured. Who is that person? I'm gonna leave it at that. Taurus, I hope that this resonates. Okay, remember to let your guard down this month. Remember to step out of your ego. Remember to get emotionally in tune with yourself. Remember, don't overthink it. Remember to just, you know, be decisive and follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Follow your intuition and protect what's yours. I think that sums it up. All right, so make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Links are down below. Love you guys. See you next month.